Jai Bhim, myself Sumit Chauhan. Welcome to the Shudra. Today we have a very prominent personality with us, a man who stood tall against injustice, a man who refused to kneel in front of caste-based discrimination, a man who paid a great price for justice, none other than Justice C.S. Karnan, the former judge of Calcutta High Court and now a champion of social justice. Welcome to the Shudra, sir.
Thank you, Jai
Sir, in May 2017, Justice Karnan was sentenced to 6 months of imprisonment by the Supreme Court of India, holding him guilty of contempt of court. He was the first Indian High Court judge to be sent to prison for contempt while in office. So now the debate over contempt of court is again at high rise after Advocate Prashant Bhushan's, recently held guilty over his tweets on Chief Justice of India. Supreme Court is yet to pronounce its judgment on the case. So, sir, what's your first reaction on the Prashant Bhushan's recent case? What is your first reaction?
Sumoto proceedings initiated against Mr. Prashant Bhushan, senior advocate of Supreme Court, already decided by the judges in the chamber. The quantum of punishment, how to punish him, the quantum of punishment also already decided by judges. Only in the court formalities they initiated the proceedings. The sumoto proceedings itself not maintainable. Why? Because they decided the punishment again to impose on Mr. Prashant Bhushan. They are the parties, they are the inquiring authorities, they are punishing authorities. After the proceedings itself going against star articles 14 and 21 of the Constitution. Advocates legal service paramount important. Judges legal service only less important. Advocates pillar of the judiciary. Advocates part of the judiciary. Without cooperation of the advocate, the court should not run by judges. So the proceedings initiated against Mr. Prashant Bhushan is not valid under law.
So, sir, actually, you are supporting Prashant Bhushan in this case. You are with the Prashant Bhushan, right?
Yes, I am supporting Prashant Bhushan in this case. I am supporting justice.
This is my second question, sir. That I must say that this is your greatness that you are, extending your support to Prashant Bhushan. But when you were sent in jail in May 2017, Prashant Bhushan was, very happy over your arrest. Let me read his tweet. On 9th May 2017, Bhushan tweeted that glad Supreme Court finally jailed Karnan for gross contempt of court. He made reckless charges on judges and then passed absurd orders against Supreme Court judges. Mr. Prashant Bhushan, yeah.
Senior advocate Mr. Prashant Bhushan was glad on that day.
Yeah.
Maybe Mr. Prashant Bhushan possessing caste virus. Justice Karnan possessing justice virus.
So that's your goodness. So you are supporting the cause, the justice, not the person, right? Your words, clearly defines the word of Martin Luther King Jr. that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So we all should, stand for the justice, but not for the person in particularly. But sir, in recent, Prashant Bhushan case, we have seen that, much more outraged. There is much more outrage than in your case. In fact, India turned a blind eye over your case. The outrage was, not that much as we can see right now. So why is this? This is, selective outrage is there. Is the caste factor playing a major role in such matters? What's your take, sir?
So, Mr. Sumant, my case, factual position of the case, I leveled a complaint against 20 dishonest judges. They are corrupted. So I leveled a complaint before the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi ji. Modi ji referred the complaint to the Chief of India for inquiry. On my complaint, inquiry mandatory. Instead of conducting preliminary inquiry or secret inquiry, the bench wantonly, deliberately, with malapad intention, constituted 7 judges bench and operated their judicial power, administrative power out of provision. Instructed this Dalit judge in the public institution not to attend the court, assign the judicial work, administrative work, and also order for psychiatric problem treatment. This is all not good. It is a malafidence of the judiciary. That also Indian top court. Indian top court not functioning properly.
Ji.
Also.
Sir, the question is that the independence of judiciary means independence of High Court as well. Even Constitution of India also speak about this, that we there is a court, but High Court is also independent in terms of justice, separate path. But we have seen that Supreme Court is playing a more powerful role in this regard, and overpowering the High Court. So is there any constitutional liberty to the Supreme Court, or it is just like on the up to the judges mood actually?
Yes, very crystal clear answer already gave before the medias. High courts not subordinate to Supreme Court.
Ji.
Advocates not subordinate to judges. Advocates not subordinate to judges. Advocates not subordinate to judges. High Court not subordinate to Supreme Court. So they cannot. Supreme Court cannot interfere with the jurisdiction of any High Court judges.
But we can see it that it is doing.
But in my case, Supreme Court made wrong entry with my jurisdiction and restrained my judicial work, administrative work, which is against law and justice, and also the 7 judges illegal order covered under the SCS Atrocities Act.
Yes.
On 9/5/2017, 7 judges gave direction to the Director General of Police attached to the West Bengal, secure Justice Colonel forthwith and putting him in the jail for 6 months. Further direction to the press media, electronic media, not to get any opinion from Justice Colonel. This is the order.
This was the order. Yeah.
Permission to pass such a kind of order. This is very bad on the side of the Supreme Court. But one more thing. 8/2017, I imposed punishment on 8 judges of the Supreme Court. They should not sit on this dais very next day onwards. They should go. They should step into the legal jail. So that how the Parliament permit them to sit on the dais? Why Parliament remain silent? Why Law Ministry remain silent? Why Excellency President of India remain silent? Why Honorable Prime Minister of India remain silent? Because I am Dalit? Casteism? Discrimination in the Indian judiciary?
Sir, Dr. Ambedkar on 24th May 1949, if I am correct, said that personally, he said that I personally feel no doubt that the Chief Justice is an eminent person, but after all, the Chief Justice is a man with all the prejudices which we as common people we have. So in this context, do you think that the judges need to be made more accountable and should not be treated as a virtue or something like a divine power under this me lord culture?
But the judges is not above the law.
Okay.
The judiciary wing above the legislature and executive, but judges not above the law.
Ji. So, sir, my next question is that Indian Constitution, talk about the diversity and the equal representation to all the sections of society. But we can't see this diversity in the judges of Supreme Court. Yesterday, Advocate Nitin Meshram have released a caste-wise list of Supreme Court judges. According to this list, OBC constitute, more than 65% of the population, but there are only 2 judges from OBC community, a single one from scheduled caste and no one from scheduled tribe. So, do you think that equal representation should be there in the judges' appointment?
Equality not maintained in the higher judiciary. Equality not maintained in the higher judiciary because no reservation as per Indian Constitution in the higher judiciary.
Ji.
Totally more than 1,000 High Court judges, 34 Supreme Court judges. Out of them, only 90% judges belongs to upper caste Brahmin.
Yeah.
Rest of them, other backward classes, SC, ST. Only very limited posts for allotted to them. So reservation must in the higher judiciary. National Judicial Commission bill passed in the Parliament unanimously. That bill also published in the government gazette after obtaining consent from the Excellency President of India. But subsequently, the Supreme Court wantonly constituted the Constitution bench contains 5 judges and set aside the bill for their own convenience, for their personal gain. That also unequal.
Yes. So we can, sir, also see that some particulars family members are, only becoming judges. We call it the uncle judge syndrome. So sometimes we say that anybody can say, should we start the proceeding uncle, because they are in relations with the judges. So, and it is just because of the collegium system actually. So do you think that this is the time to abolish the collegium system and we should have a All India Judicial Service Commission like UPSC or something?
Yes, National Judicial Commission bill passed by Modi ji. This is good. But Supreme Court cancelled the bill. Collegium system is pick and choose. I passed order on 8/2017 wherein I imposed punishment on 8 judges, 5 years rigorous imprisonment. They should step into the judiciary that how they are permitted to sit on the dais. Cast whereas
They set aside your order because
they have no power. They have no power. Let them go to regular appeal. Against my single judge order, you file an appeal before regular bench. They cannot set aside my judicial order.
But they did, and you were, sent in jail, and you had to, meet that imprisonment in jail actually. In your case, sir, the contempt of court, the allegation was contempt of court according to the allegations of corruption on judges. We have seen that this particular, law contempt of court is being misused or, deliberately used for some particular purpose. So, what's your take on the contempt of court? Do we need this law because we have more than 1 lakh cases of contempt of court in India so far?
Why 2 more contempt proceedings initiated against Prashant Bhushan in order to escape from the corruption proceedings. In order to escape from the corruption cases, they operated their judicial power by way of 2 more contempt proceedings. But actually, if any complaint level against the judges, that a complaint should be disposed on merits by way of conducting comprehensive inquiry.
Being an adopted son of Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar, what's your message to the Bahujan community at last?
Bahujan community, that is SC people, so far not getting any good representation in the higher judiciary. Therefore, the independents are not satisfied with the Bahujan people. The highest judiciary post, highest judiciary power occupied by Brahmin community. So, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe OBC must get good representation in the highest judiciary. Then only the independents satisfied to all section of people. Otherwise, the independents only partial independence, not full independent. In order to protect the Dalit people, personal rights, fundamental rights, civil rights, Dr. Ambedkar provided reservation. On the basis of the reservation, 131 MPs sitting in the parliament. Justice Kanan was put in the jail wantonly. How 131 MPs are remain silent? They are slave. They are slave.
Yeah, for them particularly, Mr. Kanshiram have used the stooge, the word stooge.
Great leader, Kanshiram, great leader. And now 131 MPs sitting in the dais, they are sitting in the parliament. Why they are remain silent? One High Court judge, Dalit judge was put in the jail. Why they remain silent in the parliament?
That's a question.
In the parliament?
That's a question to them.
Justice was put in the jail. They must do their service for the Dalit people.
And even
Dr. Ambedkar introduced a reservation, the legislature also.
Exactly, and even I think that Bahujan community people, they should ask their member of parliament who is seeking their vote, that what you are doing in where a case like Justice Karnan is there. So what is you are doing for our community? We should ask them. We should hold them responsible or accountable for their actions. So it was an amazing talk, sir, and I really appreciate that you give us some time from your valuable
Thank you so
time.
much, Mr.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you so much. Guys, please subscribe our channel The Shudra and tell us in comment box that how's the interview, and stay safe. Jai Bhim to all. साथियों, अम्बेडकरवादी पत्रकारिता करने वाले नेशनल बहुजन मीडिया को स्थापित करने में द शूद्रा की आर्थिक मदद करें। आप सीधे हमारे अकाउंट नंबर में मदद भेज सकते हैं। बेनिफिशियरी नेम है द शूद्रा, अकाउंट नंबर है 22333394689357। IFSC कोड है RATN0VAAPIS। ध्यान दीजिए, IFSC कोड में RATN के बाद 0 है, O नहीं। बैंक का नाम है RBL और ब्रांच है मुंबई। आप हमें 8595794224 पेटीएम पर UPI के जरिए भी अमाउंट ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं। पेटीएम, गूगल पे और फोन पे के लिए हमारा एक ही नंबर है 8595794224। जय भीम, जय भारत।